Hi, good morning. Just a quick video of me hotel. Was stopping at the Shangri La rasa in Borneo. We're actually stopping in the ocean wing with my wife, but I'm going to give you a little tour of the hotel. There we go. Okay, this is the driveway in. There's actually a golf course surrounding the hotel as well, which we've got access to. This is the ocean wing. There's two wings. This is the one with the junior suites. This is the wing we're stopping in. I'll show you the room later on today. Nita's still asleep. It's 6:40 in the morning. It's a reception. You can book trips. That's actually a helicopter trip. If you want to go on a helicopter trip, it actually costs around £2,700. So I think we'll give that one a miss. You can also book to go and see some bears. You can go up and into the hills, etc. Okay, as we go through the lobby. That's where we go for breakfast. We actually had tea there last night. Absolutely outstanding. I had a steak. Anita, I can't remember what Anita had. We had a bottle of wine, which come in pretty reasonable. It was £114, I believe. That's one of the restaurants. I think there's 5 or 6 restaurants. This is the swimming pool area, which is for the ocean wing residents only. The other half of the hotel is not allowed to use this. That's the dining area where you can sit outside and have your breakfast. This is the swimming pool. That's actually our room up there, the one on the second floor. You can just see behind the trees on the end. Beautiful room, absolutely fabulous. Like I say, I'll show you later. I think I paid for the 5 nights, I think I paid £960, so I think it works out about £190 a night. You do get your breakfast included in that, which is absolutely outstanding. There's a pool boy out putting the towels out on your beds. Outside showers, toilets, which I must say, I tell you what, we'll go in and I'll do a little tour of the outside toilets, which is absolutely immaculate. Good morning. Outside bar. I must admit the cost of the drinks is quite expensive. I think it's all to do with the import taxes I was talking to one of the pub the other night, and he says it has to go to Kuala Lumpur first, then to Singapore, or vice versa. I'm not sure which way it was. That's the reason it's quite expensive for alcohol here. And we've got the jacuzzi area. Me and Anita was in there the other night. We weren't supposed to go in, but yeah, it was about 11 o'clock at night and we were in the jacuzzi. I'll quickly show you the beach, which we've never been to. It's supposed to be lovely, but it's quite, it looks close, but it's quite a distance. That's the beach over there, which is a little bit of a walk. You also have you can have a massage over there. If you're feeling romantic, you can pay to have a meal outside at night with candles. There's more sunbathing areas, but yeah, lovely hotel. This is your massage area if you want a massage. Everything's covered over, obviously. And if you stop there, you actually get 20% off your treatments. Right, I'll head over to the other wing. This side's a little bit more relaxed, peace and quiet, but the gardens is maintained, beautiful. The staff are so friendly. Me and Anita went for a meal last night and it was a la carte. It was outstanding. The staff, the waiters are so professional. They have not security, lifeguards on. The pool doesn't open till I think it's 8:30, or I could be wrong, could be 7:30. But when the pool's open, they have lifeguards on, which is good because when me and Anita stopped in, I think it was 4 o'clock, a little child nearly drowned, and there was no lifeguard. Anyway, it turns out he was okay. Right, like you see, the grounds are beautiful. We'll take a little shortcut, I think, rather than walk all the way around there. Yeah, so that's the ocean wing. You see the the grounds was kept immaculate. Right, where we're at. Yeah, this is where they hold wedding venues. There was actually a wedding there 2 nights ago, and it went on quite late, and it looked absolutely splendid. And obviously, that's where you get married outside. Right, this is the other wing. I'm not sure what this wing's called. Maybe we'll find out when we walk down to the reception. But they don't have a jacuzzi bath or some bed on the balconies. As you can see, the balconies are quite small. You do have chairs and a table. Like you see, this hotel is called the Shangri, rasa, which is just outside of Kota Kinabalu in Borneo. And it just blows me away. It's probably one of the best hotels we stopped in. We did stop in one in Phuket, which was outstanding as well. We did actually have an apartment booked for 11 nights. And Anita likes to lie in the sun. We didn't have the option. We had a swimming pool with the apartment, but it was just cram-packed with kids screaming, shouting. So after we stopped there the first 2 nights, then we went up to the Riverview Lodge to do the Kinderbarton River to see the wildlife. Then we come back to that apartment. We left our big cases there, and after one night I said to Anita, I'm going to treat you, and we come here. Yep, 5 nights. Right, there we have another restaurant, which is, we'll go over and have a look. It's called the Egith, which is yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I don't know whether it's lamb, chicken, squid. I think it's just an ordinary restaurant. Well, it's a la carte. For that meal there, it's 198 ringgits. And 50 is roughly £10, so it'll cost you £40 each. Yep, I think we booked it at night, to be fair. And obviously a bottle of wine, you're looking at about £25 minimum, £30 on top of that. Then right next door you've got the Tapanaki restaurant, which, as you can see, that's £100 per person. Just under £100 per person. So come here, you're looking at a nice part of £240 by the time you add your wine, and that's a set menu. But Tapanaki is beautiful. You actually, anybody that's experienced will tell you, you actually sit. I don't know if you can see in there. You can sit round while he cooks your food, and it's just an experience you've got to do. Morning.
Morning, sir.
There's loads of little hideaways where you can just sit and chill out. And this is the other buffet breakfast area, which is... Morning! This one opens at 6 AM. The one on our wing opens at 6:30 AM, which is handy for our last day because we fly at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we'll probably just come across and have breakfast at this one. Go upstairs. This is the reception on this wing. Let's see if we can find out what it's called. There's the drums if you fancy playing the drums, which you can. The kids love it. I think it worked out to round about £600 to stop on this wing for the 5 nights. But I thought, you know what, the extra couple £100, why not treat the wife? No, I don't know what this wing's called. Anyway, yeah. Morning. Like I say, the staff are so friendly, attentive. They just want you to enjoy yourself, relax, and make it perfect for you. Yeah, you get yourself a henna tattoo if you want, which is closed. Right, this is the main bar. Obviously where you went while the World Cup's on. The show all games. I mean, yeah, 5 o'clock in the morning. We are actually 7 hours ahead here in Borneo. But yeah, we will be getting up tomorrow. I think it's 4 AM in the morning for the England game. Yep, we will be down here watching that. And they do, because of the World Cup, they do some deals. So you get some load of nachos and a beer tower for 328, which is about 65 quid. Got a pool table. Me and Anita's played on that quite a few times. Football table, which we played last night. So they've got the highlights of the World Cup on there. I'll just zoom in a little bit. That's the bar. You have all your top end spirits. Like I say, it's quite expensive, but you don't mind. You have Tiger on draft. Okay, right, I'll show you. We'll move on. Oh yeah, they also have a singer on, which are pretty good. If you want to book a tour, this is the place to do it. You have vending machines if you want a midnight snack. They're always available. I've never been down here. Oh, there's a doctor's clinic. Yeah. Right, that's the shop, which is pretty good. It does all the essentials. You can get pot noodles, wine, beer. They sell a little bit of clothing. They do like biscuits, things like that. Snacks, yeah. This little room on the left here is a Nintendo room. It's actually closed at the minute, but you have to book a slot. And the kids love it. Yeah, you book a slot and you go in and you use the Nintendo. You also have a cinema room, which I think, yep, it's locked. A cinema room for kids, so they do accommodate for kids. That looks like some sort of changing room. So this section's mainly for the children, as you'll see when we get around the corner. Excuse me. Me and Anita had a couple of games of pool last night on that table. I think she won one, I won two, I believe. They have different games. I think, looking at that, it's similar to pool, I would imagine. And we couldn't figure out this game. We just couldn't figure out what you've got here. You've got loads of marbles. Maybe say somebody drop it in the comments and let me know how you play. Obviously you've got your Connect 4, you've got your chess or your drafts, you've got Scrabble, Connect 4 big time. Me and Anita played on this last night. What a laugh we had. I did beat her 2-0 twice, two games. The last one, I think I won 10-9. But yeah, you can hire bites. I'm a smoker, and you're not allowed to smoke on the in the hotel. I mean, I smoke on the balcony, but there's a smoking shelter there. Why they've decided to put it next to the kids' play area, I do not know. Maybe, yeah, could do a rethinking about that. You've got your electric charging points. This hotel's all about sustainability, thinking of the ecosystem and the pollution and things like that, and the environment. There's an ATM machine. However, not a lot of restaurants and that take cash. You can pay by your card. It's mainly cashless. What we've done, we put £500 deposit, or might be, no sorry, £400 down at the front desk with our money, and it goes onto the system, and you go for a meal and they take it off that. However, we checked yesterday and we had about just shy of £200 yet left, but we've still got a couple of nights, so I paid with my card last night for the meal. Right. I don't think there's a great lot left to see. Well, I'm going to take us outside and show you the facilities. Oh, there's a buffet area. What's open every night? I think it's about £30 to eat there, but you can eat as much as you want, and it's yeah, the food's out of this world. I think I had, not last night, the night before, I had a stack full of prawns when we started in the shells, lovely and fresh. Mussels was my starter, and then I'm a big lover of lamb, and there was loads of lamb, like chops and leg of lamb, and I just devoured the lamb. So as you can see there's a water sports centre, there's a cool zone kids club, tennis court, rasa reserve, adventure point. I don't know where that is. I think me and Anita's going to have a look, see where that is today. Yeah, this is more for children, families, which is excellent. Let's see, over on that side it's more relaxed, quiet, but the guests on this side aren't allowed to go over. I think it's obviously the premium you pay. The pool gets well looked after, both pools. If you come out on a night time, you can smell the chlorine. They obviously treat the water every night and take the levels of chlorine. Yeah. Oh, I don't think Anita's spotted this one yet.